Today, every day, small cap investors visit Agoracom knowing this is the day to discover the world's next great company, to have their dreams come true. That's why I take to the open road, to find them, to tell their stories, to engage them, to bring them to life, because they want to connect with you from your office, your phone, your home, anywhere. Agoracom, find your dream.
Welcome to Beyond the Press Release, a production of Agoracom in which we take the time to speak with small cap executives about important press releases. With us today on Breaking News is Sean Dollinger. He's president, CEO, and co-founder of Namaste Technologies, trades on the CSE under the stock symbol N for Namaste, and for our friends in Germany under the stock symbol M5BQ. Now, for those of you who are new to the story, and there shouldn't be very many of you, but for those of you who are, Namaste is a fast-growing, revenue-generating leader in the massive global trend towards vaping. More than just lip service, this is the world's largest e-commerce B2C vaporizing company. Sales in August hit another record for the month, $1.43 million. That follows record monthly revenues that just keep climbing and climbing. Revenues in 2018 are expected to come in around $25 million. The company has e-commerce stores at distribution centers all around the world. In fact, Sean's talking to us from one of those right now. Sean, welcome to the show.
Hey, George, great to see you again. Thanks so much.
Better to see you, because I'm going to read the headline for everybody that just came out this morning. Aurora Cannabis and Namaste announced strategic hardware supply agreement. This within the Canadian market. Aurora is going to offer Namaste sourced hardware, including your vaporizer and accessories, on their online platform to all of their customers. And Namaste is going to be exclusive provider of the products and the technology. This is your dream. This is this is where you've been telling all of us the company's going. How big is today's news, and how much does it verify the plan you've been building at Namaste?
George, multiple trips out to Vancouver, busy summer. I know it was a little quiet. Everybody was talking on the boards and around the community, what are these guys up to? And, I think the headline you just read really summarizes it all. It's been, it hasn't been easy. It's been a lot of hard work, a lot of turning pages with Aurora, but we are absolutely ecstatic to have them as a partner and to show them what Namaste is all about and what we can do with our technology, fulfillment, logistics expertise, and our relationships with different manufacturers in the market.
So give us a little detail there, just a little, in terms of Aurora's role in this and Namaste's role, exactly the kind of things that are going to be happening.
Well, as you know, Aurora is leader in the LP space and getting the product out there to their consumers. They have thousands upon thousands of consumers and customers. However, they haven't been offering hardware to their customers. They see the value in what Namaste has to offer, and the product line, and the machine learning and the artificial intelligence that we've created on all of our websites, and the customer experience that we have. And, we've been doing this now for 3 years plus. A customer has a problem with the unit. Hey, my DaVinci, I don't know how to use it perfectly. Can you help? Well, Namaste is going to be helping with all those things. And we're super excited about the opportunity.
And it just makes fantastic sense, right? Instead of somebody the size of Aurora trying to go out and get into the hardware business and start from scratch, you're basically acting as the backbone, both on the product side, fulfillment, service, and the technology side. How big of a role did and for everyone who's listened before, you got an incredible technology platform. How big of a role did the technology side play in Aurora's decision to say, we just got to team up with Namaste?
Well, George, in the past, I'm sure we've spoken about it, how important it is to control inventory, to make sure that when you're putting a product for sale, that it's actually in that warehouse, that we could get it out the door for you immediately. In the world we live in today with the Amazons, etc., everybody expects the product in their hand the same day or next day. start going through the process of selling products you don't even have in stock or colors you don't have in stock, you'll actually be working against yourself. You were better off not offering the product to begin with.
Right.
With Namaste, they know they get the security. Again, Trustpilot. We brought it up since the first interview that we've ever done together. Go on that. Go on Trustpilot. Namaste, still the #1 vaporizer company in the world. We thought it was harder to beat 9.7. We've just moved up to a 9.8. Forget about vaporizers in e-commerce. That's practically impossible. We've had 1,700 unique customers go to the website. We have no control on what they'll review or put, and they're going and saying how awesome the service is. We'll in turn be treating our partner Aurora exactly the same way. A customer of Aurora's is a customer for Namaste. And besides that, we get the latest and greatest products. When the PAX 4 comes out, if it's going to be called the PAX 4, who knows? Guess what? Namaste gets it, Aurora gets it.
And you alluded to something in the press release I got to ask, because I'm sure there are people who are thinking about this at home. You alluded to the fact that this isn't the end here, and you expect to expand, these kind of partnerships around the world in the future. So safe to assume that this is not the end. This isn't just a one-off for you.
Absolutely, George. This is the first one of many. We have other conversations always circulating, meetings around the globe, people recognizing how many customers we have in our database, which is now hundreds upon hundreds of thousands. It grows every single day at about, on average, we get 500 new customers a day visiting our website. And we're collecting the data, working with them, working on the technology, making the experience that much better. If you check out Namaste Vapes Austria, it has actually been the first website which has launched our new platform, which we're really proud of. We launched it in a market that's not too busy, but at least it gets traffic so that we could start using the data and making sure that we work out any bugs in the software.
And for everyone at home, again, I got to tell you, we've had over 300 clients. I've talked to thousands of companies. Agoracom, in a lot of ways, is a delivery distribution company of information, not of actually hard goods like this. But what Sean and his team are doing, Namaste, the platform, the entire supply logistics and getting products delivered same day in the GTA and one day across Canada. Guys, I can't even tell you. I wouldn't even want to start trying to think about how to solve a problem that way. All right. Think about how many people, and Sean, just give me a second of latitude here. Think about how many people sometimes struggle just to answer email the same day, let alone receive an order, payment, pick off in one of your many distribution centers, around the world and around the country, and get it delivered on time that same day or next day. What you guys are doing is simply phenomenal, and hats off, because this deal with Aurora Cannabis clearly is third-party validation of everything you've been saying, and now you've got one of the biggest companies in the country backing you. So I just had to say that, because it's a feat that's nobody's gonna be able to duplicate. It's an Amazon win for you guys, I think.
Absolutely, I agree with everything you just said, George.
Let's talk about, and then I want, and for everyone at home, by the way, Sean's famous for, if you didn't know that he was, management at Namaste, you think he's the witness protection program, because we're always interviewing from a different location. Sean is, you're in another location now, another distribution center. Tell us about where you are right now and the importance it has to the Aurora deal and just the company in general.
George, about a year ago, the facility that we did our first interview in the back warehouse,
Yep.
We had half of it full, half of it empty. We were almost like, hey, this is too big. Here we are a year later. This warehouse is now 3 times the size, and it's just warehouse. The ceilings are double the height over here. And, the idea here is that it allows us to flow the product better throughout the world. As you know, a lot of partners, a lot of manufacturers in the business ship domestically in the US, and then we use our 88% discount with FedEx and our other ways of moving products around the globe. It comes into this facility. We just had our partner from the UK, who actually we haven't had on your show yet, but he'd be great, and I'll be there for our Christmas party in December, so we'll have to chalk that one in. His name is David Dean. He's been partners of ours for 10 plus years and has been part of Namaste for the past 3 years. And he was here and he was working on the whole flow, and he has 25 years of experience. They started their facility in the UK, 30,000 square feet, for Amazon, shipping books out for them back in the day. And here he is with the expertise to really help us out. And we're going to make fantastic use. This place will be up and running in 2 weeks' time, right in time for the holidays. We need to make sure we can get the products where we need to around the globe. And especially with partnering up with Aurora, we want them to start off with a bang for the holiday season. We have some great new products that only Namaste will have for the holidays. And Namaste and Aurora will be the only two avenues you'll be able to pick up those products, which I think will be really, really neat for the holidays, you know?
But and the way you're talking right now, and you said it, because I didn't know that you were going to introduce your new UK person. I was thinking already that 20 years ago, there was this guy named Jeff Bezos who was putting together these distribution, unbelievable supply logistics just to get books and DVDs and CDs in the hands of people. And look where it is today. And I can't help but wonder that you're not going to be, I'm not saying you're going to be a $500 billion company. I mean, that Amazon does everything on the planet, but I can't help but think that you're well on your way to being the Amazon of this entire space. And that in itself is a monster win.
Well, George, on that, right? Like if you look at Chewy.com, Diapers.com, those are specialty stores. And how are they able to take market share from Amazon? It's by creating a specialty with passion. If you call Amazon and you ask them how to use a vaporizer, they're going to tell you, sir, here's your return label. Feel free to return the product. You know, Namaste is all about those customers calling in. How do we connect with them? How do we make the experience that much better? How do we help them enjoy that product? So I don't want to say we're Amazon. I want to say that we're a specialty store that goes beyond what Amazon's about, which is the cheapest prices out there, getting it to you immediately. We go even further than that. We get you the best prices. We respect MAP pricing, so manufacturers enjoy working with us. That's why they're willing to give us the latest and greatest. We provide the customer service. And that's why we want people to come back to us for the whole experience. And through CanMart, which we acquired 6 months ago or so.
I was about to ask you that, so let's go with that.
We'll be able to actually fulfill marijuana. I think Amazon is a very far away from providing marijuana and strains through their websites. Many, many years away. Namaste, we want to be everybody's one-stop shop to get everything from any brand out there. So if you like Aurora, but your wife loves a different LP out there, through CanMart, they'll be able to buy whatever strain they enjoy. So Aurora appeals to a certain person. They've done a wonderful job on their whole marketing and feel. Other LPs, for example, like Emerald, they're deciding to go more in a pill form. Someone who enjoys the dry herb might not enjoy taking it as a medical pill.
Instead of making people hop from place to place, they just go to Namaste.
One stop. And people talk about the rec space. In the rec space, who knows really? There's a lot of question marks out there on what that's going to really look like. But everybody knows what the medical space looks like. So we've said it in the past. If we make the process so easy, why would you want to go anywhere else? Maybe for the experience 1 or 2 times. But you'd much prefer stay at home, get exactly what you want, and get exactly the strain that you want to get and not worry about it being in or out of stock at the store.
So tell us about CanMart and where that is in the progress, and are you close enough yet to have an ETA of when that's going to go live for it?
We're still hoping by the end of 2017, believe it or not. So renovations will begin at the beginning of October, and we'll be happy to show you around that facility when those renovations get started. Right now, there's just a vault, but that vault, just to give you an idea, we worked it out the other day, it could hold up to $4 million worth of inventory, and that's our cost. So for argument's sake, let's say that's roughly $20 million in revenue out of the safe. If our logistics network works properly, I don't need to start putting numbers out there. Start working out if we could turn that over once a day, just 5 days a week, or even 3 days a week, what that potential number could look like. So even though people just see a vault, that's all we need to do our magic at Namaste.
That's unbelievable, man. Sean, I gotta tell you, you are in the top 1% of small cap CEOs in North America. What you guys have pulled off over there, it's got nothing to do with you being a client, because we've got clients who can't execute, and we've got clients who just can't quite get to what they wanted to do. But what you're doing absolutely floors me, absolutely amazes me, and more importantly, I just keep saying to myself, I cannot wait to see where you guys are going to be 2 years from now. Because like you said, a year ago, we were talking from your first facility that was kind of half going in Florida, right? And now look where we are. Now look where you are now, and the partnerships and distribution. So we could go on and on, but I'm going to give you the last word here, because we're going to have you back. There's no, we love having you back because you've always got something amazing to tell us. What's the last word on Namaste and what everyone should be thinking about as they see this news and watch your company?
I think keep looking out for amazing partnerships like we just announced today. We have a lot more exciting ones, even with a company like Aurora. The idea here is one step at a time. We don't want to do 100 things right away and hurt ourselves. I get pressure from shareholders calling me, hey, why is not more news coming out? At Namaste, from day one, we've said we're going to do things right. And we're going to build a real company. If you're in for a pump and dump or a PR thing, you're not in the right place. Namaste is here to stay. We're on pace to do well over $20 million in revenue next year. Just look at the monthly numbers that we're throwing off every month. And
record after record after record after record. It seems like every month is just another record.
Yeah, and during quiet months, George, like we've got Black Friday and Cyber Monday coming up in the month of November. I'm losing sleep. I'm so excited to see what we're going to do in November. I've thrown numbers out to our team and they're telling me, Sean, that's too low. I'm like, guys, just hit those numbers and we're happy, So, and then mix in the start of 2018, the sale of cannabis through our platforms. And don't forget what we're speaking about. And if you run that number, whatever it comes to, that's just in Canada, George. Canada's our 7th largest market still. We haven't even began.
Put my hands on my head.
Yeah, we haven't even began Australia, which, just to give you an idea, Australia does roughly 25 times more sales a day for us than Canada does.
Unbelievable. And that's why, guys, I'm telling everybody at home, this is my top 3 and my top 3 5-year hold. This is a company where, and I don't want to draw the parallels, but I'm going to say it. Just look at the Amazon chart. Amazon wasn't a pump and dump with all these spikes and valleys. And yeah, it's been volatile, but it's just an unstoppable growing machine. And I just see Namaste the same way. It's just gotten to the point now where it's out of the turbulent stage, like every company at the beginning, and whether it can keep accelerating. Now it's just monthly revenue record after monthly revenue record. Partnerships like Aurora Cannabis, unbelievable. And we haven't even got markets like Australia opened up yet. So how do you not watch Namaste and hold Namaste for the next 2-3 years at least and forget about it? I'm going to tell you, that's what I'm doing. And I'm not giving out investment advice to everybody because I can't. But for me, this is a company that you're just executing too well, and you've got to sit and wait and let these guys keep executing for you. And easy money for me anyways, that's for sure. All right, guys, you've been watching Sean Dollinger. He's co-founder, president, CEO of Namaste Technologies. The company trades on the CSE under the stock symbol NMST. for our friends in Germany, M5BQ. For more information about the company, get to the website, namastetechnologies.com. If you want the specific information that Sean and I have been talking about over the past year and all the follow-on information we've been providing, get to Agoracom, go to the Namaste board, and make sure you take a look in the broadcast section of all the interviews we've done. If you're just discovering Namaste, or if you had discovered it and hadn't really, committed to it yet, watch the last 5, 6. In fact, watch all the interviews over the last year, and you're gonna understand my enthusiasm and why we think Namaste is gonna be a great company. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Sean, amazing having you on again. Good luck with the witness protection program, hopping from place to place. And we'll see you next time.
Always great to be on the show, and thanks again.